because I knew if I didn't hold on to that belief, then, you know, life would have sucked a lot more. Life would have... Hey, what's up? It's Mr. Jackie Ma, and it has been a minute. So I haven't uploaded on this channel in over a year, I think, about a year now. And basically, I just wanted to jump on here and share with you where I've been, what I've been up to, why I started making videos in the first place, and why I feel inspired again to start creating videos for you. Okay, so really quickly, I just want to give a background of where I was, maybe when I left off. I think about this time last year, I was barely getting into my fitness, you know, fitness routine, fitness phase, you know, that lifestyle, right? But in addition to all that, I was actually somewhat in a, I wouldn't say a dark place, but I was in a place where I, you know, very frequently felt down. I felt demotivated. I felt uninspired. And, you know, my type of personality, the type of way that I tried to approach it was one with gratitude, one with, you know, trying to make my actions change my mindset, my thought patterns, right? And, you know, it would work when I was able to actually do it, but a lot of the times, you know, I would fall back into these little ruts, I guess you could call them, or these little valleys, right? And it was tough, I'm not gonna lie, but, you know, throughout the past year, I've grown out of that. I've had a lot of personal growth. I'm much more at peace with myself and the things I'm doing, and it just feels much more, you know, right. So basically what I've been up to in the past year, I could categorize in probably like four big things, right? But one of the very biggest things that I've done was I changed my nutrition, I changed my exercise and diet routine, right? So that has been huge for me. I've you know, definitely got much more into fitness. If you follow me on Instagram, Mr. Jackie Ma, I have way too many Instagram accounts, right? But you know, I basically have really adopted this like fitness lifestyle, this fitness mindset, and you know, in a long-term way, like as far as like for my life, right? And you know, that has really helped me, I believe, get out of that little rut. It gave me some type of inspiration to do something to improve again, right? And around this time last year, I was also I was barely getting into marketing, into business, right? I was doing it for a few clients, but if I'm being honest, I didn't know that much of what I was doing. I think I knew enough to help the people I was helping, but, you know, I was definitely a novice, right? And I mean, in this past year, it's only been a year, right? Of course, there's people with 7-10 years of experience and they know what they're doing, right? And I mean, I'm not gonna say that I know exactly what I'm doing 100% of the time, but I think in the past year, I definitely have gained a lot of experience and knowledge in a way that I'm able to share that. So in addition to that, you know, I've been doing more of that, exploring more of that, gaining more knowledge and experience in that. And I actually have been uploading videos on YouTube, but for that account, for that type of aspect of my life. It's the Vegan Marketer, right? So if you guys are into business, if you guys are into marketing, there's that. So that's a little plug, cross-promotion plug. But you know, I didn't want to upload it on Mr. Jackie Ma because I didn't want to make this the marketing and business. You know, I didn't want to make this like a marketing and business YouTube channel, right? But you know, that's something I'm doing. So I've been making content for that. If you guys are interested in that, check that out. But you know, so that has been another big type of energy placement of what I've been doing, what I've been up to, right? And you know, school. So around this time last year, I was actually still in my gap year. For those of you guys who don't know, I was, you know, had a year of school off from UC Berkeley, and I came back this past fall, to switching from environmental engineering to sociology. And let me tell you, I'm so grateful that I did this switch. I am much more of a sociology person than a environmental engineering person. Not that those classes were too hard, or not that I wasn't able to do it, or the people weren't cool, but I just resonate much more with sociology and what that's about, right? So, you know, with that, I've been much more adamant. I've been thinking a lot more of my social impact, about how other people influence me and how I can influence society and whatnot. And, you know, through all of this, right, I feel like, and then in addition to that, I've really had this like journey, right, of wanting to live life more, right? And what does that mean to me? What does that mean? What could that mean to you? And for me, it was to be happier, right? So, I mean, of course, we want to have growth in fitness. We want to have growth in our relationships. We want to have growth in our careers and school and whatever else, right? But living in the moment, living in the now, I realized that while all the aspects of growth are important, your social relationships are vital, and I think it's often overlooked, right? So the past year, I've really been trying to appreciate the relationships that I do have, the really great ones that I do have. And, you know, that has been monumentous in how I've been, you know, loving life a little more, right? In addition to all the progress, in addition to my fitness, in addition to how I'm feeding my body and fueling my body, you know, that gratitude for the people in my life has been amazing, right? So there's that. You know, I've been meditating, taking cold showers, all the usual stuff that you guys have seen me doing in my past channels. And I just, really quickly, I just want to apologize for all my cringy thumbnails, man. Cringy thumbnails. I thought that was like a good move. But I'm just going to leave that there so you guys can see my growth, okay, in this past year. But yeah, so I'm still doing that stuff, and I think it's helping. I think it's helping me be more present. It's helping me live more in the moment. It's helping me kind of have my perspective in my life, my life perspective. Okay, that's really hard to say, but you guys understand what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm about, because if you didn't, you probably would have clicked out of the video already, right? But yeah, so there's the fitness, there's the career thing, school is going good. You know, I'm just really putting a lot more effort into my relationships, and that's another aspect that, you know, I am really passionate about, right? And what's really interesting is that, you know, by doing all these things, by really actively trying to improve my state, because I really believe that, you know, and it's very hard to believe that when you're in such a down place, but when you're one of those valleys. But I just have this firm belief that if I was actively trying to improve myself, if I was actively trying to change my state and my mindset, that I was actually going to be able to get out of it. Because I knew if I didn't hold on to that belief, then, you know, life would have sucked a lot more. Life would have, you know, not have been pleasant. And consequently, you know, I'm so glad that I held on to that belief, because it worked, it happened. And, you know, while I was going through that big stage of growth, right, that big stage of experimentation, especially with my marketing and stuff, I really have this deep belief that, I mean, you guys can understand why this might, you know, relate to marketing, but basically, I have this deep belief that if you have something worth sharing, it's going to be a disservice to the other people that would have potentially have heard your message, that who could have potentially benefited from your message, if you did not do everything in your power to make sure that they heard it. Okay, if you have something amazing, like the cure to cancer, or the cure to someone's happiness, or the cure, or not, well, not ones, okay, but the cure to someone's, you know, valleys, right, then you have an obligation almost to share that with the world, right, to share that with people who may potentially benefit from it, right? And, you know, I was preaching that a lot on my marketing channel, on, because you guys can possibly see the connection, right? If you have something amazing, whether it's a product, a service, an idea, you're going to be doing a disservice to them if you do not give 100% into making sure that they hear it, right? Especially if you know that what you have is good, right? So my point is, while I was sharing all of that, you know, on my other YouTube channel, I realized that, you know, I have a lot of other stuff besides marketing that I want to share. So that is a big place of where I'm trying to inspire, or where I got inspired to want to start making videos again. So you can start expecting, you can expect, you know, a lot of mindset stuff. You can expect a lot of fitness and veganism stuff, and a lot of, I want to say, like, personal growth, personal mindsets, you know, positivity type stuff. But let's be real, that's probably what it's going to be. Because it just sounds so cliche when you say it, you know, and I don't want to be like, I mean, I do, but I don't like the label, whatever else. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna make content that I feel moved to make, that I think can benefit, you know, whoever's watching, you watching. And one big difference from how I'm gonna be running this YouTube channel now versus how I did a year ago is that last year, I for whatever reason, thought it'd be a really good idea for me to try to post content every single day. And I'm definitely not like for that anymore. I'm much more along the lines of I want to make quality videos that have a little more thought, have a little more effort put into them, right? Not that my one day videos like didn't have effort into them, but they just weren't as thought out, right? And I want to make sure that if you're going to be watching my videos, I want to make sure that they're quality. I want to make sure that they're thought out, that you can benefit from them. So, I'm definitely not going to be uploading as frequently, but you can best expect that, it's going to be some quality content when you watch it. And that, if you watch it and you listen to it and you're at that place of where I'm speaking from, then, you can probably benefit from it. Okay, so I don't want this video to be too long. It's already around like 10 minutes or so. But again, I just want to say thank you for watching this far. I appreciate you. I really do value your time. So I don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly. Even though I'm rambling right now, that's your time is very valuable. But again, I really do appreciate you staying with me this far. And I really hope you have a beautiful day, because oh gosh, that's a whole nother video. My goodness. But yeah, I really hope you have a beautiful day, because it's very difficult to see someone who is so preoccupied with their current life circumstances, with their life situation, that they fail to see the present, that they fail to see the beauty in that moment, right? Because it's kind of interesting how when something is so pressing, or seemingly pressing, that it takes away all of our attention, that we sometimes forget to be grateful for the little things, like the weather, or the people in your life, or the way you feel, or your food, or your shelter, or whatever else, and I'm not trying to make this like a guilt trip type of thing, but it's true. Okay, so with that, expect some cool content coming up soon, and genuinely, I really hope you have a beautiful day. Okay, so that's, talk to you later.